Hey baes, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, my name is Catherine Alexandra. Today is January 6th, 2024. We are literally a week into the new year, and today is my 2-year Loc anniversary. So not only is today my 2-year Loc anniversary, but in 2 days on January 8th, it'll be my 1-year YouTube anniversary. So a lot of big things happening for me this week. If you guys are not following me across my social media platforms, definitely make sure that you're following me on TikTok. I'm very active on there. I'm more active on TikTok at this point than I am on YouTube, but YouTube is definitely still my baby. It's still my first love, and I definitely want to make sure that going into 2024 that I kind of get back into the flow of things with posting more frequently here on YouTube. Make sure that you are subscribed here if you are just tuning in for the first time, and also make sure that you check me out on Instagram as well. My Instagram is a little bit more personal things that I post, but still a lot of fun, entertaining things pertaining to locks that I post over there as well. So let me not continue to go on a rant talking about how you need to be following me across all my socials. Today's video is going to be a look at my 2-year Loc anniversary, as you can see from the title. And today's video is not going to be a video where I'm going to be showing you guys just a bunch of videos and pictures of my 2-year Loc journey. I already have a 1-year visual Loc journey video on my channel. I will definitely tag it below, and if you haven't watched that, definitely check that out. I literally take you from month 1 to month 12 of me having locks. That's definitely where you'll get to see like a full visual breakdown. But today's video, with it being my 2-year Loc anniversary and my locks being mature, I kind of want to sit down and talk about my locks, because I figure some of the things that I'm going to be sharing in this video will be helpful to anyone that is probably looking into starting their Loc journey this year for 2024, or maybe you're in the starter Loc phase and you're like, what the heck is coming? I don't know what to expect. So I want to break things down a little bit more. Still gonna have pictures and photos included while I'm talking, but it's gonna be a lot more conversational than it is just gonna be visual. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So if you're new here, and as I stated early in the video, I started my Loc journey exactly 2 years from today. So I started my locks on January 6th, 2022. So prior to me starting my locks, I've always had natural hair. I've never relaxed my hair. I've never dyed my hair. I've never done anything besides like silk presses, you know, to get my hair straight sometimes. But other than that, I've always had natural hair. And as you can see here, my hair texture is a mix of like 4B, 4C. It's very tightly coily hair. It shrinks to oblivion when it gets wet. And then when I blow dry my hair, it's like, oh snap, girl, you got hang time. So a visual here, you're gonna see what my hair looks like in a state where it's freshly washed, and then you're gonna see what my hair looks like fully blow dried. This is just to give you guys a look at how long my hair was prior to me starting my Loc journey. And this is important because, like I always tell people, it don't matter how long your hair is, when you start your Loc journey, your hair is going to shrink. So don't be like me. I had talked about wanting to start my locks for a very long time before I did it. And a big part of the reason why I waited so long was that I was, quote unquote, waiting for my hair to get a little bit longer, so I had a little bit more length when I started my locks. And as you can see, it just does not matter. It does not matter how long your hair is, it's gonna shrink. So I started my locks using the 2-strand twist method, and I maintain the roots using the interlock method, is what you'll see here. So I started my locks with a loctician. The reason why I went down that route of starting my locks with 2-strand twists, because one, when I had loose natural hair, I used to do 2-strand twists in my hair all the time. So I already knew what my hair would pretty much look like having twists in my hair. And the reason why we chose the route of interlocking is that prior to starting my locks, I had a consultation with this same loctician, and she asked me a bunch of questions, you know, are you active? Like, do you work out? And if you do, then I suggest that you interlock your roots, so that way, you know, you don't have to worry about a retwist becoming undone sooner because of the fact that I, you know, work out and my hair tends to sweat a lot easier. So I was like, all right, cool, like let's do that, let's go down this route. So that is how I started my locks. And as you can see, this is like the first couple of days of me having locks, and I realized that some of my locks in the back, the sizing was a little bit off. So when I first started my locks, the day that I left the salon, I had about 77 locks in my head. Went home and realized them parts was a little off in the back, and I went back and had them resized. She just fixed a few rows in the back. So I went from having 77 locks to about, no, not to about, now I have 92 locks in total. So this is what you'll see here is me having 92 locks, and that's the same amount of locks that I have in my hair to this day. So during my starter lock phase, I definitely experimented a lot with like trying different styles on my locks, just trying to get a feel for it. One of the styles that I love doing was space buns. That was like my go-to style during my starter lock phase, and honestly it's still one of my favorite styles to do to this day. Space buns are just like so cute to me. So I definitely experimented around with different styles, but I made sure I was doing styles that wouldn't cause too much manipulation or tension on my locks, because again, I did not want to thin my hair out. So during this time period, I was still maintaining my locks using the interlock method. I was going like once every 8 weeks, so that's like once every 2 months to get the maintenance done. And I realized that I didn't really like how my locks were starting to form using the interlock method. And I have a video on my channel where I break down in detail the difference between interlocking and retwisting and why I stopped interlocking and switched over to retwisting. So please check that video out so you can get a little bit more insight as to the differences between the two methods and why I switched from one method to the other. But around my 6-month mark in June of 2022 is when I stopped interlocking and I started retwisting my locks. 8-9 months into my lock journey, that is when I started to notice that my 2-strand twist pattern started to disappear and my locks were starting to look like locks. And also during this time, I decided to start self-maintaining my locks. So I stopped going to a loctician to get my hair maintenance and I started doing them myself. And again, like I said, I self-retwist my locks, I self-wash my locks, detox, condition, everything regarding my locks, I do it myself. And I think I do a pretty good job, if I say so myself, because my locks are coming along beautifully, but you'll see throughout the rest of the video. So let's keep going. My 1 year lock anniversary, this was January 6th, 2023. This is when I noticed that my locks like really started to not only look like locks, but they started to feel like locks as well. So my 2-strand twist pattern, again, it completely disappeared and my locks were starting to bud, as they call it. It was really starting to form into locks. And I absolutely loved it. You know, it was exciting to see how much changes my hair had went through in the first 12 months of me having locks. And at this point I was like, okay, cool. Like, you know, now my hair is just going to continue to do what it does and I'm going to start seeing some length and it's going to start, you know, dropping, as they would say. So I was looking forward to that. But honestly, from month 12 to month like 15, 16th of me having locks, so I would say that would be what, January 2023 up until about, I want to say April, May of 2023, I felt like my locks, they weren't growing in length, they were thickening. They were definitely thickening, but I wasn't seeing much of a difference in like length. And I remember one time I waited like 2 months to retwist my locks. I was like, oh, let me try spacing my locks out, because you know that's the thing that people say to do, space your locks out. I did that and I came back and my hair was like literally the same length. And I was like, the math not mathing, but whatever. But definitely during this time, like I say, there wasn't a significance in the length of my locks, but it definitely, and as you can see in the video here, the videos here, you could see that they were starting to thicken up. And then by the summer of 2023, so last summer, that's when I noticed like my locks started to like drop. Like then I started to notice some length. They kind of got a little bit of weight to them. You know, they don't feel heavy, but it was moving a lot different. So at this point, not only were my locks thickening up, but they were also starting to fall as well. And ever since then, my locks have been growing in really beautifully, as you'll see in the next few videos. And during this time period, once again, like I say, I am still self-maintaining my locks. I retwist my locks every 4 to 5 weeks. I noticed that when I tried to do the whole spacing it out for like 2 months is when I experienced some breakage, and I talked about that in a video on my channel before. So personally for me, retwisting my hair like every 4 to 5 weeks has done wonders for my hair. I've been doing that, retwisting my hair every 4 to 5 weeks ever since, I want to say, a little bit before last summer. And I've had no problems. Like my hair isn't thinning, it's no breakage, like it's growing in very thickly. that's not a word. It's growing in very thick and nicely. And I absolutely have been loving this journey thus far. So today we are now exactly 2 years into my loc journey. As you guys could see, my hair is, you know, it's looking good. It's looking good. So one thing that this loc journey has taught me is letting go of the expectations that I have for myself and my hair. As a woman who has always, a Black woman who has always had natural hair. Before, when I had loose natural hair, I was definitely somebody that, I love my loose natural hair, but I always found myself kind of doing a lot of protective styles. I would do like Marley twists, like I was the queen of Marley twists. Well, let me just put it away again because, you know, I'm not gonna have time to deal with this. Or let me put it away again because it's the winter time and I gotta make sure that my hair is protected. Let me put it away again because I'm going on vacation. I don't wanna deal with my loose natural hair on vacation. You know, it didn't really allow for me to spend much time with my natural hair as an adult. At least when I was a child, you know, it's different. My mother was taking care of my hair. But you know, as a woman having natural hair, I loved my natural hair, but at the same time, it just always felt like I didn't really spend much time with it. And having locks has really allowed me to spend time with my natural hair, especially since I self-maintain them now. Not only allows me to spend time with my natural hair, but it also has allowed me to kind of just leave my hair be. Not kind of, that's what locks is all about. It's just leaving my hair be, letting it do what it's supposed to do. Like they say, just trusting the journey and just allowing my hair to lock on its own without me putting much manipulation and tension on my hair. And it's definitely been an eye-opener for me, again, as somebody who has always maintained my hair myself, because I've always had a reason to have my hands in my hair. And for the first time in my life, I'm like, girl, you got no reason to have your hands in your hair. And so, you know, having locks has definitely been a journey, just not only with my hair, but with myself and how I see myself and how I see my natural beauty. I find myself a lot more lately just walking around like makeup free. I remember a point in time in my life where I always felt like whenever I was going out, like I had to put on makeup. If I was going out to eat with my friends, if I was going out to brunch, if I was going out to something, I always felt like I had to put on a face full of makeup. And now, like, I barely wear makeup. Like, it's gotten to the point where I low-key forgot how to do my makeup, okay? Like, I don't feel the need to put on a face of makeup in order to feel beautiful. I feel so beautiful without makeup. I feel so beautiful with my natural hair. And it has really just, again, allowed me to embrace my natural beauty in a way that I have never been able to do so before. And so for that, I'm thankful. And beyond that, I'm super thankful not only for just self-assurance and self-love, but I'm also thankful for the community that I've been able to build by sharing my loc journey. Me starting my YouTube platform and documenting my loc journey allows me to share this with other Black women, with other Black women that are interested in starting their loc journeys as well. And it's great that we can build community around this, but it has done so much for me as, you know, a young Black woman as well, to be able to have a platform where I can have a voice and talk about things and showcase my natural beauty and connect with other Black women on that as well. So I'm thankful to all of you that tune in to my channel, that like and subscribe and comment and show me love, and people that show me love on my TikTok and my Instagram as well. It really means the world to me that we are able to come together as Black women and bond and build community over our natural beauty. And so I am super excited for what's to come, not only with my locks, of course, but as I enter into the second year of being here on this YouTube platform and just creating content and just keep growing this channel and this community of mine. So I know that was a lot that I said in this video. It went from me talking about locks to talking about my journey with being a content creator, but it all kind of still comes together in many ways. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. But as you can see, you know, the girl is in there, loc gang. So if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure that you subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, leave me some comments, show me some love. I love talking. and engaging with all of you beautiful people. I definitely have so many updates that I will be sharing with you all within the next few weeks. Life updates, major life updates. It's gonna be a very, 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 very busy couple of months for me coming up. So I'll be able to share that with you guys in the upcoming weeks, and through other videos that I'll be posting, you'll see what's to come. But it's very exciting things. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.